Mwah. You know how we do. Come on, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. You made it. Give yourself a pat on the back. Reach up, reach your hand way up and give yourself a pat on the back. You made it. Look, I got on my Life's Good shirt today. You see that? Life is good. Because it is. How you feeling? How you feeling, boo? Generally unicornish? Happier than happy? Happier than it makes any good sense to be? I am. Come on now. Let's get a shout out. I've been looking at the chat page all day long. I'm so excited for you because the stuff that we're going to talk about tonight is going to set you free when it comes to your money. It's going to set you free. I'm going to show you tonight how to buy your freedom. So excites me. This class excites me maybe more than any class I have ever taught on Google Hangouts. And you know I love to do the Monday Night Money classes for you. I love to do these Monday Night Money classes. So let's do a roll call and let's see who is out here. Come on, peeps, talk to me. Let me go hop on over to the page and see who's here. Hey, Brenda Jackson. Okay, how do I get on the broadcast? Refresh. Refresh your screen. Let me type that in the chat right now. Refresh your screen. Whenever you're watching on Google Hangouts, family, and you want to get it live, refresh your screen, okay? So if you get to the page, and let me put a note in the chat. If you get to the page and you don't see anything yet, right, refresh your screen. So I'm going to type that in the chat right now so that for all our folks who are there waiting for the broadcast, they know the broadcast has begun. Because I like to honor your time. I like to honor your time and do what I say I'm going to do. That feels good. It feels good when you say you're going to do what you're going to do, when you do what you say you're going to do. All right, let's see Brenda. Hey, Brenda, how are you? That's how you watch. Refresh screen. A Green. Hello, I'm watching live on Google. Hi. Welcome. Oh, Havila. Hello, love. Peace and blessings, Reverend Val. I'm watching via Google tonight. Yes. Coco Pepper, hello, Coco Pepper, how are you? Glad to be in this space. Yadina, hi. I think you emailed me today, right? Excellent. All right, let's start to get some questions going in the chat. And let's start with a story because there's something that I have to tell you that is so moving about your money and about how to create a whole new money world. So before we get started, let me share with you my intention for tonight. My intention for tonight is to share inspiration, information, and resources that set us free. Light workers, this is critical. If you do not have wealth, abundance, prosperity in your world, you are absolutely missing out on a lot of blessings from the divine, and you don't have the reach as a light worker, an inspiration to the world, a healing catalyst, a healing agent on the planet. If you don't have money, you're still trying to struggle with this money thing, get it handled and make 2016 your year that you will say, you know what, I'm going to set up automatic income streams, I'm going to get paid every day, I'm going to share my gifts with the world, and I'm going to live a rich, wealthy, abundant life. When you make that decision, watch what starts happening. Things start shifting and changing. So that's why I'm here tonight, because it is imperative. It is past imperative. It is downright mandatory that you live an abundant life of prosperity, because this is the only way that you're going to be able to be that big, bright light that you're here on the planet to be. And this is the only way that you're really going to be able to fulfill all that you're here to fulfill. You can't live a great life if you're broke. I think we all know that, right? You can't live a great life if you're broke, busted, and disgusted. Stop doing that. Don't do that anymore. Just say no to broke. Just say, I don't do that anymore. Just say no to living paycheck to paycheck. Don't do that anymore. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. And this is the first question I'm going to answer today from our chat from one of my clients. And this is an excellent question. This comes from one of our clients that's in money manifestation class on Wednesdays. And here is the question. This is in the chat. She asks, hey, Zanetta, Coach Zanetta, ready to learn? I know that's right, Coach Zanetta. Pen and paper, because we're going to show you some things tonight about Bitcoin. We're going to show you how to buy your freedom with Bitcoin. This excites me so much, you won't believe it. Rosa J. Hodge. Hey, Rosa, I just saw you a few minutes ago. LaTanya. Hey, Coach LaTanya. Yummy, yummy. Yumminess. They're all piling in. Very good. Here is the question I'm going to ask right now. I want to take this question right now. And this question is from a client in the money manifestation class. And this is a question I get asked over and over and over again. And I'm going to answer this question right now. Here are her questions. There are 3 that she put in the chat. That she emailed me with these 3 questions. Number 1, how best to 10-10-10-80 use the 10-10-10-80 wealth formula based on her current income. I'll tell you about the 10-10-80 wealth formula in a moment. How do I balance 10-10-80 formula with my present situation? And what are some practical solutions to quickly manifest money? Excellent questions. Pen and paper. Here is what I want to tell you about how to manifest money like that. And I'm telling you one thing, I am a master at being able to manifest money like that. It comes in handy, trust me. This is, and I have taught this over and over and over again. I wrote an ebook on it, how to manifest money doing what you love. I did a workshop, coaching class on it. Here is the fastest way to manifest money doing what you love, or to just manifest money, period. And many people say, you know, well, I did this, Reverend Val, I made a vision board, I did this, and I was thinking about this, and I did this spell, and I did this, and I did this. This will work faster than anything else. Here it is. Personal service. Write it out. Write it out. Personal service. What does that mean? Personal service. The best personal service that you can offer to a person is to coach them. That's why we have the Destiny Coaching Academy. And yes, the Destiny Coaching Academy is set up to support our coaches in making $5,000 a month. That's the intention of it in coaching. Not difficult to do. I can definitely show you how to do that from your own home or from anywhere you love to coach. You know, I went to Bali, Indonesia for 33 days in August. I was on conference calls from Bali, Indonesia using Viber. You know that it wasn't always clear because the internet over there was kind of interesting in some places in Indonesia, not quite like the USA internet. Anyway, the point is you can coach anyone from anywhere in the world. So that's one form of personal service. Another form of personal service, I'll give you another idea. I had a client who loved to organize things. She loved organizing. So she would organize pictures. You know how people have those big boxes in their closet of pictures. She could take those pictures, because she loves organizing, and organize them either into a digital kind of format for a person to like put on the, you know, they have those digital frames now where the pictures just flip, or organize them in a scrapbook form and charge money for it. If you love to cook, go out and find 5, 10, 20 people who love your cooking and do a personal service for them. Tell them you'll do some personal chefing for them. If you're a yoga person and you love teaching yoga, I did this with one of my clients who's a yoga instructor. She loves teaching yoga. And I said, well, why aren't you teaching yoga? Well, hamana. You know, the Hamana, hamana, hamana. Yeah, that's what was going on. Anywho, if you got that, you really need coaching, right? So anyhow, let's get past all that. You love to help people, support people with yoga. There are people right now with backaches. Can you help them? Yes. Who are the people that you know that are in your world right now, 5 to 10 of them, that you can help immediately with yoga lessons? Oh, there's a people at my job were asking me about it, this and that. Hang up the phone right now. This happened right in the coaching session. Hang up the telephone right now, and you are going to get on the telephone and call 5 of them and ask them if you can come over and do a yoga session with them, a yoga lesson with them. You're in practicum, you're practicing. So, you know, you might got a little non-disclosure form or a form where they can't sue you if something happens with their back or whatever. And if they're okay with it, and you're okay with it, and you practice and you tell them, I'll come to your home and I'll practice you out with, you know, with people you know that you feel really safe with, or people that you work with, or do it at the workplace. At lunch, I will take you to the closest park and we'll do yoga in the park for 30 minutes and charge each of them $20. Take 5 of your people. That is the fastest way to manifest money. Personal service. Write it out. Now, personal service will not make you wealthy because personal service does not it contain within it the tool of the wealthy, which is leverage. Personal service has no leverage because you have to actually do the thing, and there's no leverage in that. So therefore, it will not lead you to becoming wealthy. This is for a person who's at the wrong where they don't have consistent income and they want consistent income. You can do a personal service and get that money rolling in every day. Make it a goal, $100 a day. Another way that you can instantaneously make money as well is join a network marketing business. And I know there's people out there that hate network marketing. I used to hate network marketing too. Even though I've been very successful in network marketing, I hated it because I didn't like the way it churned through people. And I didn't like some of the things that people told people about what it takes to become successful. And I didn't like the idea that it kind of led people on. Yet I do know that there is, in my network marketing company, as you know, I'm in Total Life Changes. I don't tell people that you're going to be rich overnight because you ain't. I don't tell them that. I tell them if you do the work, you'll get the residual income, just like I receive every Thursday. You will build your residual income, and we get paid weekly. So you can do a network marketing business because a network marketing business usually does not take a huge upfront investment, and right away you can start selling products. If you don't make a product, or you don't have a product to sell, or you don't have a personal service to offer, use a product that someone else has already made, and that will make you wealthy because that does contain that magic of leverage. Now, if you are new to my tribe and my world and the whole Reverend Valerie love experience, welcome. Mwah! I love you. We're always handing out kisses because, you know, I just love my peeps. I love you. If you are new to it, I want to let you know that I'm a minister of spiritual consciousness, and I take it as my responsibility to inspire you, to enlighten you, and prayerfully to support you in living the life divine that you came here to live. That there are things within you, they call me the divine midwife, that are seeking to be born onto the earth plane. And so I support you in birthing your destiny, in birthing your books, and birthing your coaching practice, and birthing the greatness that is in you, the magnificence that is in you. You, beloved, you. There's magnificence in you, and I pray to bring it out and inspire you to absolutely create that big, epic, legendary life you are here to live. All right, let's hop over to the chat before we go to your Bitcoin accounts. Get pen and paper. Matter of fact, text people right now and tell them you got to get on this broadcast because this lady is getting ready to show you how you can buy your freedom. You know, all your peeps that go to a job, that is a job, just over broke, jail operating as a business, that is a job, and they have no plan to move beyond that job. I'm about to tell you a story that's going to blow your mind. It's going to just curl your hair right up tonight. You won't even need rollers if you roll your hair. And if you ain't got no hair, just might sprout some on your head. I'm about to tell you a story that will blow your mind about how you can become free. Okay? Text people right now. Call them. Tell them, get on this broadcast. Facebook it. Send it to people that you care about, because this information, I care about this information, and I care about you, and I care about your life. That's why we're having this discussion about your money. Remember, if your money is not handled, your life is not handled. If your money is not handled, your life is not handled. I'm studying a book right now by Tony Robbins, and in that book he said, master your money or it will master you. Which one is it going to be? Are you mastering it, or is it mastering you? Let's get started with this first story that I got to tell you before we get into your product, your first. Let me get some questions also so I can know where we're going. Hi there, Hannah. Hey, Hannah. I'm in personal service massage. The people that I know aren't interested, can't afford in what I do. That's an excellent one. How the heck can I put myself out there to the people who want what I have to offer? Manifesting money. Excellent. I'm excited to be here tonight. Wonderful. Shout out to A. Green. That's exactly what I was thinking. Let me answer this question right now. If you run into people who can't afford what you have to offer, drop everything. Listen very closely to this. This is your money. This is your life. If you run into people who can't afford what you have to offer, check yourself. There's one place to look for that. Check yourself for your own lack limitation. I know this is not the popular answer, probably not what you wanted to hear. Check yourself about your own levels of abundance and prosperity within yourself. Check your levels of worthiness. Are you feeling worthy of receiving several $1,000s or hundreds of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars or whatever the number is? Are you feeling worthy to receive it? I'll tell you a personal story about me. One of my first coaching sessions, it was by love offering. And I had the same issue. People were like, I can't afford it. That's because my consciousness was in lack and limitation. It doesn't have anything to do with anybody out there. You know, I'm a teacher of metaphysics, so this is when we look at everything metaphysically, we are metaphysicians. We are healers. We're here to inspire the world. We're light workers. That's what we do. And we know that your consciousness creates everything. Everything. Right? So, one of my first coaching sessions, it was by love offering. And after I coached my heart in, I won't say my heart out, I coached my heart into this coaching session with this client. And after an hour, I said, what will your love offering be? Because I left it up to them about their love offering. She said, $15. I was a mixture of several feelings. This was years ago. I was part mad. I was part devastated. I was part, shocked. Like, I just coached you into life-changing awarenesses and breakthroughs, and you're telling me $15? However, it had nothing to do with the client, because I did not charge appropriately as a coach. I was giving my responsibility of determining the fee to someone else. And because I had low worthiness issues that presented in my world as people who seemingly cannot afford what I am offering. Now, people pay me several $1,000s to coach them. And guess what? Pardon me, there was a call coming in on. Oh goodness, everything's ringing, right? Because this is important. People can't even coach with me unless they invest. And why is that? Because I know I'm worth it, number one. Because you coach with me, your life is going to change. Plain and simple. Ask any of my clients. I got hundreds of them. I can refer you to plenty. I got hundreds of people I've coached now. If you coach with me, I'm ordained for this. I'm anointed to change your life, change your mind, and transform your world. I'm ordained for this. Is why God sent me to the planet. So is it going to work? Oh, it's going to work. Oh, it is going to work. And because I absolutely know it's going to work, and because I absolutely have worth and value in what I do, and I know that what I do has worth and value, I don't mind telling people the fee for my service is $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, $25,000, whatever the fee is for that particular program we are creating together that's absolutely going to change your life. And if I can tell you one little thing about my life, part of my training was $40,000, $50,000. Y'all already know that. Part of my training to do what I do required a $40,000 to $50,000 investment over several years. That was part of it. So please know your worth, know your value, stand in it. Dare people to devalue you, beginning with yourself. When you look in the mirror, do not allow you to devalue you. When you are adding value to people's lives, they will pay you. Trust me. When you are adding value to people's lives, they will pay you. Trust that. You are paid commensurate with the value you provide. If you don't think you're providing value, you will not receive value. And what is value? Value is solving a person's problem like I'm getting ready to do right now. I'm getting ready to solve your problem. I'm getting ready to show you how you will be free. Buy your freedom with Bitcoin. Solving a problem. Why? Because people are in money slavery. That's why. And I want you to be free to live your life and do what God sent you here to do, rather than working somebody's job every day. You wasn't born for that. Nobody was born for a job. And when you're little, no one aspires to have a job. When you ask a 3-year-old, what do they want to do? I want to grow up and be a customer service representative, or I want to grow up and I want to work at McDonald's. Nobody aspires to that. These are places people fall from disappointment and from not living their destiny and from having no clear vision on where their life is headed. I just signed a contract to begin the development of a television show because I have a clear vision on where my life is going. I invite you into a clear vision of where your life is going. I pray that answered that question. A Green, did that help? Talk to me. I love to cook. Coco Pepper says, I love to cook. Love to help folks get organized. How to find my target group? Oh, excellent question. Hannah Love, I can see how that can be where you shop, play, eat is probably leading you to the people who cannot afford your services. Well, very true, because guess what? If you think you can't afford something, you will attract the can't afford. It's all law. It is all law. I can see that. Okay, I had an interview today and the woman said that I was too experienced. Good. I hope they don't give you the job. Do your business. Work your vision. Let me tell you something. If I went on a job, I would be convincing the people that I was so good they would be begging me to by the time I finished with them, they would be begging me to take the job. And then I'd say no. I'm thinking about becoming a Tantra Reiki coach. Any advice? Yes, the advice is do it. I love that. Alternative. I like that. Yes, that's my advice to you. Do it. Do it. That's one of the 5 steps I'm going to share with you in a little bit. Long story, but what if you don't know many people? Okay. Shout out to A Green. That's that. Okay. Are y'all ready to really hear something that's going to give you a whole lot more money? Stop making excuses. Stop making excuses. That's an excuse. I don't know what to do. That's an excuse. I don't know many people. That's an excuse. And I'm saying this to you because I want you to grow up and seize your destiny, to stand in the fullness of what God created you to be and do and have. When you say, I don't care if I don't know anybody, I don't care if I don't have the money, I don't care if I don't know how to do it, I'm going to figure it out. I don't care if I don't have a website, I don't care if I don't have this, I don't care if I don't have that, I'm going to do it anyway. It's the do it anyway. You find a way. Because guess what? That's what the will and the power of passion inside you does. It finds a way. You'll find the way. And if you don't know the way, come into the coaching program that we got coaching program coming up for you, Money Mastermind, starting on January 4th. And we'll show you the way and support you in how to do it. But you can find a way. Get out your pen and paper. I'm going to show you something that's, before I show you the 2 accounts, got to tell you the story. I did promise you the story. There was a lady who was working, and she had this big dream. And she was working. She was working at a job, and she was broke, busting, and disgusting. And she had a child, and her child's father was in prison, and she couldn't get herself together, and it was difficult. So what she decided to do was she decided that she was going to buy her freedom. And so she decided that every time she got paid, she was going to write herself a little check, and on the subject line of the check, she wrote, "Funding my dream." And she sent the check to her bank. She opened a separate bank account for it. And she sent the check. Every time she got paid, she wrote out a little check, and she never opened the statements, and she never checked the bank balance, and she never went into the bank to see what was going on with the account. She just stashed that money away and stashed some more money away and stashed some more money away. And then she started increasing it by 5%. So she would write herself a check, and then she would give herself a little raise by 5%. Now, during that time that she was doing that, she sold the car that she had that had a car note on it, and she bought this regular car that didn't have a car note. She left her apartment, her house, and she moved in with a friend, with family actually, her cousin. Moved in with her cousin, her and her little child. She didn't get her nails done. Now, do you think people in her family were starting to talk about her? They were starting to talk about her because they said, she's losing it. She's acting weird. She was buying her dream. Let people call you weird. Let people talk about you behind your back. You ain't really got no big life till you get some haters anyway. Do you think on the YouTube channel, do you think that this channel got to almost 10,000 subscribers from everybody loving what I'm talking about? No! People don't love everything you talk about. No! Get some haters. Go to my video, How I Became a Christian Witch, because y'all know I'm a witch. People hate to hear that. Well, so what? It's true. Get over it. People see that video and they're like, oh my God, you're the Antichrist. Yeah, whatever. I'm living my life. Are you living yours? See, you got to stand up and you got to make a statement that you're going to live this dream. So that's what she was doing. She was living this dream, and she was willing to be talked about by her family and friends. You know, the family and friends, they can't see your vision because they don't have your vision. They have their own vision. God gave you a vision. You're the one that's supposed to be the caretaker and the keeper and the holder and the one who pours the energy on this vision inside you that God put in you and put in nobody else. We don't know what it is. We can't see it. God gave it to you. Don't expect your friends and family to get all happy. Yay, 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 go for your vision. No, they're not. Because you're about to break out of a paradigm where they knew how you were going to behave and they were comfortable. Come on now, please let me be that thorn in your side. They were comfortable with how you were behaving before you decided to get all, as they say, brand new. You know that? Oh, you brand new now. Yes, I am brand new. Because one thing my father said, behold, I make all things new. Yes, I am brand new. See, afraid of what people think and afraid of people talking about you behind your back. So then they get you back down into your rightful spot where they know what to expect from you. Make it so that people don't know what to expect from you. Make it so that they have to guess, what is she up to next? What is he doing? Make moves. Make your moves. So she kept writing this check, stashing it away, writing the check, stashing it away. She had a stack of statements like this. She never opened the statements. She never looked at the bank balance. For 3.5 years, she wrote that check, funding my dream. After 3.5 years, she went to Wells Fargo Bank and she wanted to check her bank balance. And she went up to the cashier, the teller, and she said, "Hi, this is my name, this is my account number. I want to check my bank balance." And they pulled up her name and they said, "Oh, you're the funding my dream lady," because they were seeing her writing it in the subject line on her checks, funding my dream. And they started to gather around in the bank. The teller and a couple of other people came that were working in the bank that were like, "Oh, you're the funding my dream lady." And they said, "Oh, it's so exciting. Oh, it's so wonderful." They were inspired. And they asked her, "What's your dream?" She said, "To tell you the truth, I really don't know yet. I just know God has put something in my belly to share. I really don't know what it is yet. I'm funding it though. And I'm going to live it." They said, "Whoa." So then she said, "So what's my bank balance?" So they took a piece of paper and they wrote it out. You know how they take a little sticky note and they wrote it out and they slid it across to her and they gave her the bank balance. And she said she looked at the bank balance and she said, no, you don't understand. My name is so and so and so. My social security number is so and so and so. Because you must have given me the wrong account. Because I never seen this much money in one place before." They said, "Oh no, Miss Nichols, Miss Lisa Nichols. Oh, that's your account. Yeah, the secret lady. Oh, that's your account." And she said the number on it said this. I'm going to write it on here for you so that you can see what the number was. Yep, I follow her on Periscope. This is the number. Do you see that number? $65,200. $65,200. She says she had never seen more than $5,000 in one place before, and now she had a bank account with $65,000 in it, and she almost could not believe it. From funding my dream, those little deposits, those little deposits, those little deposits, those little deposits. And then after all that time, she went to the bank. And she said what she did after she found out she had $65,000 in the bank, she went back home to that little apartment where she was living in that one room with her son. She packed him up. She packed up her little car that she had bought cash because she was going to fund her dream. And she started driving. She said she didn't even know where she was going. She just started driving. And she said that she saw this apartment place in California and it said, "New apartments, bad credit accepted." And she said she went in there and she's actually, before she went in there, she said to her son, Jelani, that's where we're going to live. And of course she could write in there and go right in there and stroke the check to write whatever the monthly payment was, right? And she said she took the money at the bank and she got the house and then the place to live. And she said she divided that money into two accounts. She had $31,000 and $31,000, right? After taking care of some other things, the rent and the gas and electric and all of that stuff. And she said she knew that she could live on $31,000 a year. So now she had 2 years of her own freedom. 31,000, 31,000. and she could work her business, and she could work what God put in her, and she could make it happen and bring something to fruition. So she says she got the closet. In the closet, in her bedroom, there was a walk-in closet, and she made the walk-in closet her office. And she put a little desk in there and a chair in there. And she put her pictures of her vision board. And now Lisa Nichols is only the second African American woman to take her own company public on the stock exchange. Now you tell me, can you buy your freedom? Yes. She bought her freedom over 3.5 years. I'm going to show you how to do it in half that time. 2 years, in half that time, even 18 months if you really work it. Doing what I'm going to tell you right now. Is it worth it? Is it worth it to buy your freedom? Is it worth it to not have to show up to a workplace every single day or do something every single day that you know takes you off your vision and not on the grand, epic, big, legendary life God sent you here to live? You got big dreams. You can't afford to be waiting around another 5 or 10 years. Let's get you free in 2 years. How about that? And if you join Money Mastermind, you just might be free in 1 year. Now, this is what she also said. She said she spent $640,000 over the next several years. Excuse me. You know, Lisa Nichols has been at this for many years. She's the secret lady. She said over the next several years, she went to 42 workshops. She spent over $640,000 on her own personal development. You hear me talk about I spent $40,000, $50,000 just on one program. Okay, over a period of 4 years. I cannot even tell you the retreats, the workshops, the initiations, the books, the day programs, the training, the honing, the masterminds, the intensives that I have been at, that I've been to, and continue to go to. Investing in me, investing in me, investing in me. She said she got a credit card. And that credit card, she used that credit card to pay for her learning because she knew that if she took this credit card to pay for her learning would pay the credit card. Isn't that powerful? Get that through your consciousness. If you're telling yourself you can't afford a coaching program, you're going to get people that are going to tell you they can't afford your program. That's what that's going to create. How do you create a money breakthrough? You invest in yourself. How do you create a money breakthrough if you don't have the money to invest in yourself and you want to invest in yourself? Extreme self-care. Extreme self-care will give you a money breakthrough. Take really good care of yourself. It doesn't take money to take really good care of yourself. It takes a decision and an intention. And if you do, it will create much abundance in your financial world. Now, how are you going to buy your freedom? Here's the 2 accounts I want you to open. Get your pen and paper out. Follow along with me online. We're going to go on screen share, and then I'll be back to answer some more of your questions in a little bit, okay? We're going to go on screen share because I'm going to show you step by step exactly how to do this. First account I want you to open up, write it down, is Change Tip. Change Tip. ChangeTip.com. And I am actually taking you inside of my Change Tip account. Yes, I know there are nosy people out there, so guess what? I'm going to show you the inside of my Change Tip account. And no, I do not keep a lot of Bitcoin or money in this account. I'm doing this for purposes of demonstration. So, yeah, I don't keep a lot of money in this account. Change Tip. What is Change Tip? I'll tell you about that in a moment. Now, here's your second account that you're going to open. And we're actually going to open it right here, right now. Blockchain.info. So go to blockchain.info. We're going to open the account right now because I'm a coach. I'm about action. Okay? So first, Change Tip. What is Change Tip? Now, get your pen and paper. Write it out. We're going to come off screen share for a minute, and I'm going to give you the reason why you're opening Change Tip and blockchain.info. There are two kinds of Bitcoin accounts. It's very important before you start to work with Bitcoin. It's very important. And you do want to work with Bitcoin. You do want to become Bitcoin savvy. Trust me. I'm going to show you that in a moment. Two kinds of Bitcoin accounts. One kind of Bitcoin account does not store or does not have access to your private keys. Don't get twisted up about what that means. I'll tell you about what that means in a minute. The other kind does have access to your private keys. You want both kinds. Now, the kind that does not have access to your private keys means this, that your Bitcoin can't get confiscated by somebody at the company or by somebody somewhere, because the company is not actually holding your Bitcoin. They don't have your private keys. Only you have your private keys, right? The second kind of company, and this is the kind of place where it's pretty safe to start to store large amounts of Bitcoin. Now, the other kind of company does have your private keys. That means, for instance, if you lost your password and you needed to get into your account, they can help you. They have access to that information. And these people actually have access. If they have access to your private keys, they have access to your Bitcoin, which means that a rogue person at the company could, get your Bitcoin. I don't want to scare you out of Bitcoin. We're talking security measures that keep you safe with your Bitcoin and keep your Bitcoin safe. Okay? So these companies are what I call sort of like holding tanks just for money to move through. Do not keep large amounts of Bitcoin in any account where they hold your private keys. Now I'm going to tell you, breathe. I'm going to tell you exactly what that means. You're learning something new. Yes! And this is critical for light workers to understand, because Bitcoin works on the principles of God. Bitcoin is like gold, and the Bible says that gold is the actual currency of the planet. That's how God created gold. And it's in Genesis. And the gold is good, or the gold of that land is good. And we have a beautiful sister on the line that knows all about that. Hi, sweetie boo. You know I'm talking to you. So this Bitcoin is very important for light workers, because if you watch some of my other Bitcoin vids, you understand that Bitcoin is a global currency. It's not owned by any government. It's not controlled by any person. It's not controlled by a corporation. Who owns Bitcoin? All of us who have Bitcoin. It is money by the people, for the people, truly. And Bitcoin is no respecter of age, socioeconomic status, education. You can have Bitcoin, and a farmer in Kenya can have Bitcoin, and a kid in Yugoslavia can have Bitcoin. It is not specific to a country or to a race or to a corporation. So people ask me, well, Reverend Val, who runs Bitcoin? Is that what you want to ask? Well, who runs it then? Who's in charge? No one is in charge of Bitcoin. And this is a shift, and it's a shift you have to make. And here's what the shift is. You have to make the shift from third party to the new economy, which is first and second, directly first and second. Okay? We used to have third parties. Third parties are like a bank, Western Union, who say, let me hold your money for you. I'll help you with it. Anytime somebody says to you, let me hold your money, I'll help you with that. Not saying to not use banks. I use banks, not saying not to use banks. I'm saying understand how banks work, okay? Understand how banks work. So, Bitcoin lives in the internet. So if you say, well, can your Bitcoin get shut down? Can all the Bitcoin get shut down? No, boo, no. Bitcoin cannot get shut down because Bitcoin lives in the internet. And if the whole internet was shut down, the whole internet all across the world, that would be the only way you could shut down Bitcoin at this point. If the whole internet shut down. It is highly unlikely that the whole internet would shut down, because how would anyone even do that? The signal is there, right? So no, at this point, you're not going to have Bitcoin disappear. Now, I'm not telling you to invest in Bitcoin. I'm telling you to open your eyes, and I'm giving you an idea on how you can be free. Open your eyes, open your mind, open your heart to a new way of being in relationship with your money, okay? Bitcoin, you cannot hold a Bitcoin. It's not physical money. It's not like the fiat currency that we have in our wallets. It's digital money. So just like when you log into your bank accounts or you log into your investment accounts, you don't actually go to the bank. If you have $5,000 in the bank, you don't actually go to the bank and say, let me just see all my hundreds, stacked up, or my thousands, and they just take you back in the vault and you look at the hundreds and say, oh yeah, okay, I just wanted to touch them, and then you go back. No, no, no. All the money is digital now. All of the money is digital. It's digits on a computer screen, right? Same thing with Bitcoin. Now, before we go further with the two accounts and how to use these two accounts, I want to show you the difference between these two accounts. Remember, I said that there is one account that they do not have access to your private keys. That means they cannot even access your Bitcoin, though they are an account that's kind of holding your Bitcoin. You actually have full charge and full control of your Bitcoin. That kind of account is blockchain.info. Now, the other kind of account where they do have access to your Bitcoin, where I told you don't keep a lot of Bitcoin there, just buy it and then move it over. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in a moment. Buy it in one of those kinds of accounts, like Coinbase is an account like that, where you can connect your Coinbase account to your bank account. I'll show you Coinbase in a moment. You don't need to open Coinbase at this point. We're going to start with the two simple accounts that I promised you, Change Tip and Blockchain. We're just going to start with those two. Now, if you're an advanced Bitcoin enthusiast and you already got all these accounts going, we can talk about that. I can answer some questions for you on that level too. But I want to talk to you who you've been hearing me talk about Bitcoin for the longest, but you still haven't taken action on it. We need you to take action. We need you to take action, okay? So you've got Coinbase is one of these kinds of accounts where you just kind of move money in and out. Also, these kind of accounts are trading, where they're actually trading platforms where you can trade Bitcoin for Litecoin, Bitcoin for Dogecoin, Bitcoin for Newcoin. There are a lot of what we call cryptocurrencies in the world, and I love cryptocurrencies. This is one of my passions, and that's why we have it integrated into our spiritual life coaching program that is our Money Mastermind, because this, mastering your money, like I said, is really mastering your life, because money is infused into everything that we do, right? So master it with spiritual laws and principles, and that's what I love about Bitcoin. So you have these accounts like Coinbase where you just kind of move money in and out, and exchanges where you can exchange Bitcoin for other cryptocurrencies. Now, why is Bitcoin far and away better than all of the other cryptocurrencies? Because you can't get Litecoin unless you first buy Bitcoin and then change it for Litecoin. You can't buy Dogecoin directly. You can't buy Newcoin directly, as far as I know. You have to first buy Bitcoin, and then you can trade your Bitcoin for Litecoin. Understood? So Bitcoin is the granddaddy. Bitcoin is the big one. Bitcoin is the one. Now, let's open a blockchain.info account together to show you how easy it is. Let's do it. And let's move some money. Let's buy some Bitcoin. 1, 2, come on, let's do it. Yeah, baby. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, to show you how easy and simple this is going to be. We're at blockchain.info. All you do is go to wallet. So simple, so very simple. Start a new wallet. All you need here is an email address. Your email address will be used as a second layer of identification when you log into your wallet. Now, I'm going to pull up a doc, a Google Doc for a second because there's something I want to show you. And we're going to start a brand new Google Doc. And I'm going to show you the best passwords to use for your accounts. This is not just for Bitcoin. This is for all your accounts, okay? This is the best kind of password to use. And I'm going to type out the password for you right now on a brand new Google Doc, okay? So that you'll see it. I want you to do something like capital Z. Come on, come on, come on. Work with me. There we go. Okay. Google Doc is moving a little slow. Capital Z, 9. Q W A L 0 star E P 3. See, this is a great password. Very nonsensical. Nobody will be able to figure it out. Let me make this big so you can see. Nobody ever be able to figure this out. It doesn't mean anything to anybody. Does not have any of your identifying information in it. This is the perfect password. So you're just going to make up a crazy looking password like this, and you're just going to paste it into your new account. So now email, let's use an email that, let's use one of my, hey, let's use valerielove.com. Now this is not going to be an actual account. I'm using this as a demonstration. Actually, we're going to use clientconcierge.com. Yeah, client concierge. This is my other email at liveyourdestinytoday.com. Actually, no, we'll use Valerie Love. Pardon me for this. Come on, you do it with me. They're not going to ask you for any money. It's free. Put in your crazy password. Okay. Next. Now, see, here they're going to, we have it, it doesn't quite look like it knows what it's doing. So let's put it in Z. The password, we want to make it strange. So I'm putting strange letters in. Symbols. Whatever the password is that you make up, make it until it gets to strong. Okay? Now, because I don't know what I just typed in, I'm going to start again. Let's make it, I'm going to write down a password. You put in a strange password, and I'm going to put in a strange password too at the same time. You do yours, and I'm going to do mine. Put a symbol in there. Okay, a very strange password. Come on, do this with me. This is how you grow. You do it. Don't just watch me do it. This is a participatory class. All right, I got my strange password. You got your strange password? Put your strange password in. You might have already finished. You fast students of mine, y'all are probably already at the next one. Oh, the password is too short. Okay, I'm going to put some more letters. Okay, put some more. Hold on. Okay, it's medium. Okay, I need to put something else on there. Wait a minute. Keep going. All right, I'm gonna. I'm still putting letters in here. Oh wow. Strong. We're finally at strong. Okay, great. Keep going until you get to strong. Just make sure you write down everything that you put in there, though. Okay? Write it down. Please do not use your dog's name. Please do not put passwords like that. They don't make good sense. It's not a smart thing to do. Let me see if I got this right. All right, continue. We got a strong password. Oh, passwords do not match. Okay. How about a copy? Pardon me. Usually I would have my stuff way together better than this. All right, let's start again. This is important. Let's do it again. You do yours too. Make it strong. Make it strong. Yeah. All right. That's strong. Pardon me for taking so long. I'm a very careful person when it comes to money. Nothing to rush about, right? Take your time. Do it right. That's what I tell my kids. Take your time. Do it right. No need to rush. Continue. Yay! All right. Wallet recovery mnemonic. This is very, very, very important. This is very important. This is your mnemonic right here. You're going to write it down. Do you see this mnemonic? You could copy it and put it in a Google Doc. This is your mnemonic right here. What is a mnemonic? And I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. It's a bunch of crazy looking words that don't make much sense that get you into your account, just in case. Okay, you see it? Bubble, sweat, teach, sebaceous, moorman, arranges, dissipation, painful, thumbed, defense, castrol, graduate, blah, blah, blah. You get it. It doesn't look like it makes any sense whatsoever. This is your mnemonic. Save it. Now I'm going to save this doc, and I'm going to make it blockchain. And enter. So just save it. Do not keep this as a Google Doc on your computer. Put it in a very secure place, okay? Do not save the mnemonic on your PC in your email drafts. Write it down or print it. You can print it right here. Print it out. Remember, blockchain.info is one of those kinds of companies that without the mnemonic, we cannot help recover forgotten passwords and will result in loss of all your Bitcoins. Do you see this? Just see, I have to be very careful. I have to be very, very, very careful with you on this. Look at me. Be very careful with this. Be very careful with this. Boo. Remember, when you go to blockchain.info, there's a switch you have to turn on in your head. And the switch that you have to turn on in your head is be your own banker. You're going to be your own bank. And that's what blockchain.info does for you. It makes it so that you can be your own bank. If you are your own bank, who's taking responsibility for your Bitcoins? Isn't it you? Aren't you a sovereign being? That's one of the things I love about Bitcoin, that you are the one taking responsibility for your Bitcoin, right? So you can't think, oh, I lost my password. The bank is going to give me the password, blah, blah. Stop being a baby. Grow up. See, banks, they are taking a lot of your money. Your 401k is taking a lot of your money. For all that lovely convenience, they're taking thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars out of your account every year without stop. Okay? All of your financial accounts. If I showed you, you know I used to be a financial planner with American Express for 7 years. If I showed you all the fees that came out of all your financial institutions' accounts, you would be sick. You would be sick. How do you think all the financial advisors are getting paid? How do you think the banks are getting paid? How do you think the 401k provider is getting paid? From you, boo. There ain't nowhere else that they can get paid. You're paying them out of your hard-earned money. So my question to you is, becoming your own bank, even if you don't put all your money into Bitcoin, I wouldn't recommend putting all your money into Bitcoin. Isn't it worth learning how to become your own bank? Wow. Now, let's go further. So please, take responsibility for your passwords. Take responsibility for your stuff. Now, let's go back to our Bitcoin stash, and let's show you how we're going to buy some Bitcoin. We're going to buy some Bitcoin. Now, here we are. Print your mnemonic. It's okay because I put the mnemonic here for just a moment, just so we'll be good, okay, on the mnemonic. Continue. Please do not continue until you have your mnemonic locked down. Put it somewhere safe, or print it, put it somewhere safe, in a safe, okay? Continue. All right, now, welcome back. Please enter your login details below. Here's the identifier. Write this out too, or you could just copy it, go back over to your Google Doc, just paste it in. Okay, this is your identifier. It's your wallet identifier. Don't concern yourself too much with it. Every time you go to blockchain.info, you will see your wallet identifier. You learn, I know Bitcoin makes you think a little differently than fiat currency does. Put in your password. Put in your password that you made up. And let's go inside your account. You know what I love about Bitcoin? You don't have to give them your name, rank, social security number, firstborn child, where your mama was born, where your daddy lives, who's your sister-in-law from 7th grade. You don't got to give them none of that. Here we are. Yay! Save password. Never. Never save the password on your computer. Always tell Google no. If you're going to use anything, use this. I recommend onepassword.com. Take security seriously. Be secure and safe within yourself, and then you will be secure and safe in your world, okay? So 1Password, great place. It's a great app or tool to use for all your passwords. It's very, they take security so over the top, serious. All right, look, see, my wallet, be your own bank. Don't you love that? All right, we're at the wallet home. Here, right here, is this little thingy. Scan this and people can send you Bitcoins. Yay! Here is your Bitcoin address. What is a Bitcoin address? A Bitcoin address means that this is where people send you money. You just give them this address and they send you money. We're going to do it in a minute. You're going to see how easy and fast it is. Now, right up here, you can see you have no Bitcoin yet. This is a zero balance. They don't even ask you for your name. Did you see that they didn't ask you for your name? They asked you for an email address and a password. Now, if you want to, you can go over here to these settings. Where is it? Somewhere around here. There are some settings up here that can help you. Oh, pardon me, I logged myself out. Pardon me. Let's go back in. There are some settings here where you can actually put in your info. You don't have to if you don't want to, okay? And please know, this is not a Bitcoin account that I'm going to be using. This is for demonstration purposes only, okay? Demonstration purposes only. Okay, now there is a place up here, my transactions. It'll show you here you have no transactions yet. You can send money if you want to. You can receive money, and you can import, export. So now we're going to go to Wallet Home, and guess what? We're going to copy this right here. Copy this. I'm going to show you how fast Bitcoin moves. We're going to copy this. We're going to go over to Change Tip. Here's my Change Tip wallet, and I'm going to go here to withdraw Bitcoin. Remember, you open Change Tip 2, open Change Tip. You did the same thing. You created a nice, crazy password, and you stored your password. All right, here. This is actually one of my Change Tip account. And you know what I love about Change Tip? If you get a Change Tip account, they're going to give you a Tip Me page. So my Tip Me page is ValerieLove.tip.me. Do you see that? It's so cool. Isn't that so cool? Enter. And it takes you to my Tip Me page. You can get a page just like this. So if you're a blogger, if you're a person who does YouTube vids, if you are posting on Facebook, people can tip you. We can tip you with Change Tip. Isn't that wonderful? In a minute, I'm going to let you see the little video about there. What is Change Tip? Isn't that wonderful? Now, let's go back. We have copied our address. This is your address. This is your Bitcoin address. You see this? Share this with anyone and they can send you payments. So this is what you actually give out. Okay, this is not the private keys. This is your address. So let's copy it. Let's go over to change tip. Now, change tip, I want to withdraw out of my change tip. I got 2,188.50 bits, which is about 97 cents. That looked like a lot of money, didn't it? You were like, wow, dude, that's one great thing about Bitcoin. It gives you big numbers. So it's like, wow, I got 2,188.50. That's right. Your subconscious mind is already starting to expand. Right here, withdraw. I'm going to withdraw from change tip and it's going to go into blockchain. Here is what I'm going to put. I'm going to paste in the address. Where is the money going? Okay, wallet address. I'm going to withdraw to Bitcoin, right? Select all funds. Yeah, you can send all 97 cents over there. So here it is, 2,188.50 bits. Send. Oh, we need your password again? Yes, indeed. I'm going to put in my strange password. You guys won't be able to see what it is. Of course, you're not supposed to see what it is, right? So I'm going to put it in. I'll probably change this after this because there are some people out there that are strange with what they do. And we like to keep everything safe. Okay? Okay. Success! Your withdrawal request has been added to the queue. There we go. So, do you see what it says right here? Blockchain pending. Oh, I did a blockchain withdrawal a little bit ago. Okay, let's look over and let's refresh at our blockchain wallet. We'll put our password in again because it did log us out because we were over there playing around for a minute. So just put your password back in. I pray y'all are with me, and I pray that you take the steps with me. Don't just watch me do it. Don't watch me be a millionaire, and you be sitting there like, man, Reverend Val, I should have done what you said. All right? Within 10 minutes, the money will pop into here, free of charge. Okay? Now, why 10 minutes? Because let's log out for a moment. Let's close this window. And we're also going to close this, and we're also going to close this. Here's why. We go to blockchain, and we're also going to close this. This will make the video move faster. If we go to blockchain.info, what you will see here are all the Bitcoin transactions taking place all over the world. See all these Bitcoin transactions taking place? People are saying, oh, somebody just sent 68 Bitcoin. Oh, somebody just sent 286 Bitcoin. These are all the Bitcoin transactions that are going on. And they're all in a queue. And the wonderful people who are our miners, who are mining Bitcoin, verifying transactions all over the globe, are the ones who do this. And there's about a 10-minute lag, or about a 10-minute time span for you to send money from one place on the globe to any other place on the globe. So in a couple of minutes, the money will be there. All right. Now, is your screen supposed to be blurry? Oh, that's a good question. I'm doing it with you. Yay! But I'm behind. Oh, don't worry, LaTanya. Keep working it. I'm so excited for you. This is so exciting. Val, is your screen supposed to be blurry? No, I'm hoping I've gotten that. I've gotten a little bit behind. Is this recorded? Yes, this is being recorded. That's only 97 cents. That's right. 97 cents equals 2,188.50 bits. Bits is 100. It takes 1 million bits to equal 1 Bitcoin. Why can't you save your mnemonic to your computer? Great question, Cocoa Pepper. Because people can hack into computers. Jesus. Lisa, has your bit coming to DC? The cost is her new book. Cost is 14 Rev. What was the least expensive Bitcoin? Oh, I'm so glad you asked that question. I know that's right. Look at me. All right. Let's look at our Bitcoin, and here's what I want to tell you about. This is how you're going to be free with your Bitcoin. I'm so glad you asked that question. The very first time that Bitcoin was ever presented with a dollar figure, it was something like 50 cents in 2009, about a year after Bitcoin was born. Bitcoin was born in 2008. About 2009, the first Bitcoin showed up. One Bitcoin worth 50 cents. Would you like to know what one Bitcoin is worth today? This is how you're going to use Bitcoin to buy your freedom. Let's show you. Are you ready to have your mind blown? Then we're going to wrap up class. We're going to wrap up class, and I want to make sure you know about our class coming up, where we're going to take you step by step in Money Mastermind. Let's go over to Coindesk.com. Gives you updates on Bitcoin, all things Bitcoin. $439.54 for one Bitcoin. Let's look at the charts. I'm telling you, I'm going to show you in 1 second exactly how to use this strategy to be free. I had to take you through the steps to show you. And we're going to log back into our blockchain because our wallet will have new money in it. Let's look down here. $439.28. Now, this is what I do not want to happen. I do not want me to be teaching a class a year from now, and we're looking at the Bitcoin class like last year when I did the Bitcoin class, it was 2 something. I don't want you to be looking at this number a year from now, and Bitcoin is at 1,000 something, and you're saying, man, I still didn't buy any Bitcoin. I'm not like Reverend Val told me to buy some Bitcoin. Don't do that to yourself. Let's look at 1 year, just 1 year of Bitcoin. Here's the lowest price in 1 year of Bitcoin, 177. You see it right there? $177 for one Bitcoin. Can you see that? Let me get a little, there we go. 177.28. If you had invested $177.28 then, it would now be worth $438, more than double since January of this year. If you had invested $177,000, it would now be close to $500,000 at $438,000. Do you understand that Bitcoin is not going straight up? Nothing does. What we are telling you is that this price, though Bitcoin is extremely volatile, came from 50 cents in a few short years. What is it telling you? What is it telling you? Read the handwriting on the wall. Read the handwriting on the wall. Now, let's look at this. There's something I want to share with you. Then we're going to start wrapping up our class. Follow the money. The Winklevoss twins, also known as the Winklevi, who were early investors, venture capitalists, early investors in Facebook, have invested in Bitcoin. They got loads of Bitcoin. They got millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. And they have now created an ETF, a Bitcoin exchange traded fund that now is going to be publicly traded based on the price of Bitcoin. You must follow the money. If you look at the venture capital dollars that have poured into Bitcoin, we are now at $98 billion in venture capital money that has been poured into Bitcoin over the last 3 years, since 2013, 2014, 2015. 98, not million, billion. That means millionaires are investing millions upon billions of dollars to fund Bitcoin apps, Bitcoin companies, Bitcoin startups. Follow the money, people. That's all I got to tell you. Here's how you're going to buy your freedom. Every time you get paid, let's go back to our change tip account. I'm going to show you 3 simple steps. So easy. Follow me. I want you to make sure to follow me, and I want to make sure that you do it. Take the action and do it. I don't want you to just look. When you go into your change tip account, you know how you get paid every week or every 2 weeks or however you receive money, and people you deposit into your bank account? This is what I want you to do in your change tip account. I want you to go into change tip, and right at the top I want you to click on deposit. Deposit, and you're going to say Bitcoin. So easy, so easy. You want to buy Bitcoin. Look how easy it's going to be for you to buy Bitcoin. See, that transaction already went through because I already sent all the bits over to the other account that I just opened. Do you see here where it says deposit? Now I have a Coinbase account associated with this. You can use Coinbase if you want. There's also 2 credit cards that I put here. You could add a card. So all you're going to do right here on deposit is you're going to add a new card. Once you add a card, you're just going to click on that card, and it will let you buy up to $40 to $50 a day in Bitcoin. So let's say we're going to buy $5. We're going to buy Bitcoin right now. $5. It charges you a quarter fee to do it. That's a pretty reasonable bank fee. Buy via credit card. Dun, da, 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 da. It didn't ask you for your name, your social security number, your address, nothing. And success. There it is. And now let's look back up top. We now have 11,000 bits. Don't you love that? There we go. Voila. Just that fast and simple. Now, once you have the money in, I want you to then withdraw the money to your blockchain.info account. Never open this account. You're going to do it like the 2-year thing. You're going to do 18 months to 2 years. You're not going to go into this account. You're not going to take money out of this account. You're not going to check the balance. You're just going to keep sending money over, sending money over, sending money over. And guess what else you have working for you? You have the natural appreciation of Bitcoin, where the financial people are telling us that there will be a $10,000 Bitcoin. There will be a $10,000 Bitcoin. Okay? So now imagine if this number, even if it only went up by 5 to 500 in the next 18 months to 2 years. Imagine you kept putting money in, putting money in, putting money in. Remember, if you put the money in the bank, it's actually losing value. It's not gaining value like it is in Bitcoin. So here we have, buy your Bitcoin with your regular credit card, right, from your bank where you get your direct deposit. Buy Bitcoin. You know what you could do? Buy $5 worth. We just bought $5 worth of Bitcoin, 11,253 bits. You're going to go right in here, and you're just going to transfer it out to your blockchain.info account. Remember, this is where they don't have your secret keys. Be your own bank. No one will be able to get into this account. Store it up, stash it, stash it, stash it, stash it. 18 months, look up and see what you have. And then call me and say, hey, Reverend Val, I was on that class. I did what you told me to do. And now, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Real fast. We're going to wrap up with this. Real fast. Questions. I pray this class put some fire under your butt. You better get with this money thing. And now there's no reason why you can't be wealthy, because you can buy even tiny bits of Bitcoin, and this thing is going up like the stock market, and you don't even have to figure out anymore how to invest in the stock market. Do you know how complex it is to invest in the stock market? Do you know I used to be a broker? Do you understand stocks, bonds, ETFs, UITs, options, bonds, municipal bonds? Do you realize how to understand all that stuff takes a lot? Do you realize that you have a very simple, workable solution that if you put $1,000 in Bitcoin and leave it there, even if you just did that one time, put $1,000 in Bitcoin and leave it there for the next 5 years, I can't make any predictions. I think you'd be very happy. Because if you look at the last 5 years, if you had put $1,000 into Bitcoin when it was 50 cents, what would it, if you had put, let's make it $1 even. If you had put $1,000 into Bitcoin when it was $1 each, $1,000, you would now have $438,000 a few 7 years later, 6 years later. Your $1,000 investment, please get what I'm talking about. There is no investment on the planet that's moving like Bitcoin. Please do not let me hear from you 5 years from now saying, Reverend Val, I wish I had done what you said, because now Bitcoin is at $20,000. I'm going to be like, well, I got my coins. What about you? I didn't want to leave you. I'm trying to bring the whole tribe along with me, but you got to do your part. I'm going to do my part and teach you and inspire you and give you reason to do it, and to really appreciate the abundance and the bounty of God, and to put your money in places where it's going to work for you, and not only for you, because this is going to make your life more abundant and prosperous. That means that now you're going to be able to pay it forward to so many other people. I want you to join me in the coaching program. I'm looking right at you. I want you to join me in the coaching program. And I'm going to show you exactly what the coaching program is. Money Mastermind. And I'm going to take you step by step. I'm working with a group for the whole year, from January 4th to December 4th. You graduate at the Sedona Retreat, December 1st to the 4th. Oh my God, I'm so excited. And the amazing light workers that are already registered in this class, we start January 4th, the 7 income streams. I am going to teach you step by step how to set up the income streams that are going to set you free. You get to set up 3 of them. You look at all 7. We go through all 7 as a group, as a class, and then you're going to choose 3. You're going to have your Wealthy Lightworker Manifesto, and you're going to work your plan to be free. See, you need automatic income. You need Bitcoin working for you, have your books working for you, have your YouTube channel working for you. While I was sitting here talking to you, Bitcoin's working for me in the background, YouTube's working for me in the background. Nobody has to tell people to go on YouTube and watch videos. They're going to do that anyway. Why not get paid from them doing that? That's like so simple. You got a message to share, right? People are going to go to YouTube anyway, right? If they go and watch your video, YouTube's going to pay you. Well, that's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. Do it. Do you realize that the money multiplier spell that I have on YouTube makes money like that? And that money multiplier spell, we charge for it $4.99, because that freaking spell works. That spell brought me 5 figures in very short order. Oh, that spell works. People buy it. People buy a video. They put out their credit card and they buy a video. Why? Because it's going to add value to their life and it's going to work. So my question to you is, what's stopping you? What's preventing you from getting wealthy? If you don't become wealthy now, with all these tools at your disposal, how are you ever going to become wealthy? Let me show you how you can join the coaching program. This is how you can join it. And please, 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 feel free. Call my office. Call my office, 801-871-LOVE. We got to go back into our blockchain wallet and see all the money that already popped in for us. Call it, 801-871-LOVE. And by all means, please do join us in the coaching program. I'm going to show you exactly how to join into the coaching program. Before we check our wallet, go to ValerieLove.com. When you go to ValerieLove.com, you are going to see there Money Mastermind 2016. We start January 4th. Click on Money Mastermind 2016 right there. Oh, let me close that little thingy out. Money Mastermind 2016. Click on it. When you click on it, it's going to take you to a page that will show you the 7 income streams. And it shows you exactly when this offer ends because we start on January 4th. Start January 4th. Click here to buy now. When it hops you over, it'll show you exactly what we're doing in the coaching program. Oh my God, I can't wait for this coaching program. I'm so excited. And it gives you more details about it. I'm not the kind of person that gives you in a coaching program a whole bunch of homework to do. The coaching program is simple. It's you getting wealthier on automatic streams of income. Very simple. I'm going to show you exactly what we do and walk you right through it. Let's go back in our blockchain account, and then I'm going to answer questions, and we're going to be done. Family, I love you. Hey, okay, let's go back into blockchain. Let's see how magical money popped in. That's another thing I love about Bitcoin. Like I said, it don't ask you for all your financial information. Bitcoin doesn't need all of that. We don't need to know any of that information just for you to send some money here and there. That's why these big stores are getting hacked all the time, because in a system like that, error decrypting wallet. Did I put in the right they have an issue because people are giving too much exposure of your information. Too much exposure of your information. That's why people are having the issues that they're having. Oh, let's make sure I got these numbers right. Okay. Go back into your account. Key stretching. Yay! Uh-oh. All right. I might not be putting in the correct password. Please tell me I have the right password in here. I'm going to try it one more time. Hang with me, family. Go back into your account. If you were stepping through the steps with me, go back into your account, and I want you to just look at your account and make sure that your money popped over. One moment. I'm going to try this one more time. Otherwise than that, I'm going to have to figure it out. Hopefully this is the right. Okay. Oh, you know why? Thank you. Let me open the... I figured something out. I'm doing a different... I figured something out. All right, go back into your document. Get your correct identifier. This is a great class. This is not the identifier for this wallet. Get your correct identifier. We save the... So go into your Google Doc or wherever you wrote your identifier. Remember? Get your identifier. We're going to open that Google Doc. In the meantime, pop questions in because we're about to wrap up. Oh, Edgar asked me an excellent question about the Bitcoin teller machines. I'm going to answer that question right now. Thank you for that reminder, Holy Spirit. The Bitcoin teller machines. The purpose of the Bitcoin teller machine. Here's the identifier. Let's get this identifier. That was our wallet identifier, wasn't it? Okay, and I think now we'll be good to go. If you have questions about the coaching program, call me. It's Money Mastermind 2016. Isn't it about time you got your money together? Come on, what you waiting for? Verify your email. Okay, thank you. I will verify my email. So it will ask you to do that. It will ask you to verify your email. I'm going to do that in a moment. Right now, let me hop over and look at these questions. And let me come off a sovereign. When I created an account with ChangeTip, it did not ask me to create a password, but it let me in with my Google account. Is that right? Yes, LaTanya, that's right. It will ask you for ChangeTip will ask you for an account when you get ready to move money in or out. And also, ChangeTip is linked to your Google Plus or to your social networking sites, which is really nice. Havila, exciting! I'll be there. Yay! Hey, Hannah Love, Rev, is there some books on this you recommend? Oh, I do. Good question. I'm going to post them later. That's a good question. I got to wrap up, find a good book for you. Is Change Tip when you click on Get Started, you have to go to social media account? Is that how you sign up? Yes, that's how you sign up with Change Tip. Outstanding. Thank you. Yes, it did. Thanks so much. Okay, whoop, whoop. I am in there and you can't get me out. No, that's right. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you. This is awesome, wonderful, wonderful manifesting gone wild, baby. instead of girls going wild, manifesting going wild. I love that. Here's the last thing that I pray that we got everything in that we wanted to get in. I pray that we got everything in that we wanted to get in. And my prayer is for you to take action. Take inspired action and join us. Join us, join us, join us. You can't do this alone. Haven't you been trying to do it alone? You know, people save so much time when you go to someone who is a coach. Do you know how many coaches I have? About 3 or 4, something like that. Several of them. And I listen to them and I follow them and I pay them. Yeah, it's lovely to pay coaches, isn't it? It's lovely to pay coaches. Because if you believe in coaching, you know that coaching is going to work. And you know that you're going to experience something that you've never experienced before. There's a reason you haven't had your money breakthrough yet. Let me be the one to support you in creating it. Yes? All right. That's it, family. Oh, this was amazing. I pray you get your freedom. Get your freedom. Get your freedom. Just stash away a little bit of Bitcoin continually. Those 2 accounts, that's all. Keep it real simple. Keep it real simple. Just keep stashing away money in those 2 accounts. Email me, of course, if you have questions, Valerie Love at liveyourdestinytoday.com. We definitely will try to get around to all the emails. And absolutely, we're still giving away also a retreat. It felt so good to give away those first few retreats to Sedona. If you register by midnight tonight, okay, I'm going to make it 24 hours. It felt so good to give away the retreats. I said, hey, let's keep giving away retreats. It was so exciting because the Sedona retreat is not included. It's going to be an investment, and that'll be coming soon in the new year. You'll be able to register for the Sedona retreat. That's going to be in December. Sedona is awesome. It's awesome. Y'all know the kind of breakthroughs we had in Sedona. So register for the 801-871-LOVE. No, you can't be in the coaching program for free. No. So if that's your question, the answer is no. You must invest in yourself. Here's the last thing I want to share. This morning I had a profound experience. Profound. I was sitting in Starbucks and I was enjoying my coffee, sweet potato cake, or whatever it is that they have in the DC area of Starbucks. And a lady came in, and she had 3 daughters, 3 little girls with her. And the girls were varying ages, like maybe 8, 10, 12, something like that, or maybe 6, 10, 12, somewhere around there. And the mother was looking nervous, and she was kind of, walking around, and the girls came in and she told them to sit down, and they sat down. And the mother was on the phone and she was kind of pacing and she was kind of walking and she was a little nervous. And something in me said, buy breakfast for the girls. So I watched her and she walked over to the counter, was looking to see, what was there. I just knew some stuff was going on with her. Some stuff was going on with her, and trust me, I have been there. I have been to the place where I could not buy breakfast because I had a quarter, and I was at Dunkin' Donuts, and it was 50 cents to buy a donut, and I had 1 quarter to my name, and I was actually digging around in the seats of the car for another quarter to buy a donut from Dunkin' Donuts for breakfast before I went into work. I understand it. I understand the struggle, and the struggle is real. I understand it. I don't struggle like that anymore. Oh, thank God. Whew. It was rough. I don't struggle like that anymore. I live a very abundant life. And the reason is because I do the work, I continue to do the work, and I continue to grow in wealth consciousness. And I pray to teach you what created my breakthroughs. And there are very specific steps, very specific lessons that I teach you in Money Mastermind that broke me out of that. So when I looked at her, I knew what I was looking at. And I said, I was just, wow, so grateful, so grateful. So I said, excuse me. And she was looking all around and she was just, in a way. I said, excuse me. And she walked over. I said, are those your daughters? She said, yes. I said, would you allow me to buy them breakfast? And she said, oh my God, yes. I said, thank you so much for the holidays. And I took my card out of my wallet and I gave it to her and said, go get your girls, something to eat. And I tell you one thing, when I left that Starbucks, tears were streaming down my face that I was in a position that I could give someone my card and they could walk and buy whatever they want for their family. And there wasn't a question for me as to, can we afford it? Or do we have to miss something if we buy this? And I had to praise God, and it made me feel so good that I could do something like that. And that is what we teach in Money Mastermind, because we have the secret gifting project that we do in Money Mastermind. And it will shift your money like nothing you've ever seen. So I got a good cry when I went into the car, and I felt so good because I remember the day. And I ain't going to say that it was really, so far removed. All I can say is God has been very good to me, and my life is very blessed. Now I have to pay it forward. And I pray that you have that same experience. Let's get rich together. Richer, richer, and richer. I love you. Mwah. God bless you. Peace. Mwah. Thank you for being with me. Love you.